Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. And shalom to you few brothers and sisters that watch my videos and gain edification or useful knowledge in His truth and heed the warning. This is the brother Karat Zaba coming to you with another lesson. All right. And this lesson today is about the Chips Ahoy cookie. All right. If you get what I mean. All right. So let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 through 18. And it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So I'm gonna go to this article, and it says brain chips are getting smarter. Salakia. Brain chips are getting smarter. Recent advances suggest, and this came out. This just came out yesterday. Uh, It says brain chips are getting smarter. Recent advances suggest brain chip technology is hitting its stride. The transformation is most visible in first patient of Elon Musk Neuralink. All right. So it reads, uh, 7 people now have Neuralink's brain chip implanted, allowing them to control computers, design 3D parts, and even continue working despite severe paralysis. Meanwhile, competitors such as Paradromics have achieved their first human implants, and researchers at UC Davis have created a system that translates thoughts directly into speech in just 10 milliseconds. The process has been remarkable, even if the technology still faces significant hurdles before it can fulfill its most ambitious promise. And what's the ambitious promise? We don't know yet. All right. So, Salakia, we do know. It's used to basically, Esau wants to be godlike. All right. He wants to be God. All right. So he wants to have control. All right. He's going to use this to uh, control you, so that you can make purchases, so you can still continue in his system, in his beast system. All right. So you can buy or sell. All right. The transformation is most visible in the life of Nolan Arbor, the first patient of Elon Musk Neuralink, paralyzed from the shoulders down in a diving accident. 31-year-old initially used his brain implant primarily for gaming, but now has moved far beyond entertainment, focused on emails, website editing, research, banking, and other daily tasks, essentially rebuilding his independence through digital means. All right? This evolution from novelty to necessity reflects the broader maturation of brain-computer interface (BCI) technology, like Mike, Neuralink's fourth patient, who publicly goes by first name only, has become the first person with a full-time job to use the technology, working as a survey technician from home using computer-aided design software. Alex, a former machine parts builder, now designs 3D components despite losing function of his arms. While Neuralink commands the most attention, aided by Musk's promotional prowess, Slovakia, and a recent 650 million funding round. It's hardly alone in the field. The company faces stiff competition from several rivals, each taking different technological approaches that could determine who reaches the market first. So it's a race. Everyone's trying to create, you know, they're trying to race to outdo the next. And that's the driving force to get this thing out there. The Chips Ahoy cookie. All right? And that's the driving force to get this thing out here is competition. Now that it's here, it's competition to see who does it first and see who does it better. All right, Paradromics completed the first human implant last month, marked a major milestone for Austin-based startup that boasts of a brain chip that was 1,600 electrodes compared to Neuralink's 1,024 precision neuroscience, confounded by former Neuralink executive Ben Rappaport. Takes a less invasive approach with thin films that sit on the brain surface rather than penetrating it. It receives FDA clearance for limited use earlier this year. So it's a race. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get approved first? Who's gonna get it done first? And who's gonna do it better? Synchron, which has already implanted 10 people with the device, avoids opening skull entirely, threading its electrodes through blood vessels. Backed by Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, it will soon become first BCI with Bluetooth connectivity to Apple devices. See? Everybody's got their own version. But it's still a Chips Ahoy cookie, all right? Recent advances, Slovakia, suggest the technology is hitting its stride. The UC Davis team speech synthesis system represents a fundamental shift from previous approaches. Rather than translating brain signals into text, then synthesizing speech, a process that created significant delays. UC Davis system converts thoughts directly into sounds with near instantaneous 10 millisecond latency. And that's pretty quick. Meanwhile, researchers at Carnegie Mellon achieved real-time control of individual robotic fingers using a non-invasive EEG technology wearing a cap that reads brain signals through the skull. This suggests that future brain interface might not require surgery at all for certain applications. All right? So it's a race, okay? And you can find this article. You can read it. It's, let's see. There was something else I wanted to read. Always got these ads. Okay. Let's see. Maybe that was it. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay. The initial market may be small, focused on people with severe mobility impairments, but the implications are will likely extend far beyond that group. So they just experiment right now. All right, because who's more desperate than somebody who can't move the way they used to or wants to get back into the world? But implications will likely extend far beyond that group. So they're trying to see how they can get other people to use this besides, people with mobility impairments. Even if he's the first to get a Neuralink, Abo said everyone who wants one will eventually have a BCI. Everyone who wants one will eventually have a BCI, like the gene editing technology CRISPR before it. Brain implants are poised to challenge fundamental assumptions about human capability and force society to grapple with questions about cognitive enhancement and what it means to be human. And that's really the point. All right, I believe it's transhumanism. All right, mixing AI and man and machine. For now, the technology represents something more modest but profound: the restoration of independence for people who have lost physical control of their bodies. Abroad and the others testing these devices today are pioneers in what may become a much larger transformation of human capability. All right, so there you have it. All right, brain brain chips are getting smarter. All right, they're able to do more, and they're able to uh, do much more than they used to be able to do. So it's a race. They racing to see who gets it out first and mass produce this thing and market it to everyone, not just people uh, with disabilities. They're trying to market it to everyone. So with that said, Lord's will, you've been edified. Shalom to the next one.